All right, Ben. You're a lot more in tune with this than I am, so I got to ask you. Obviously, there's a huge shift happening with West Palm. A lot of financial companies coming here. Vanderbilt setting up campus, and developers just going with massive projects in the plans. I mean, how is that going to affect us? How do you see that transforming the West Palm area, and how is that going to affect the small towns north and south of it?
I think that's a phenomenal question, and we're still at the tip of the iceberg. What COVID did was continue to refocus all these financial entities and other companies down towards warmer weather, environments like this where, hey, on a Thursday afternoon, you can take a break and go out on the boat and have some fun. Doesn't matter what time of year it is. So when we hear about these entities continuing to set up shop, none of this is surprising. And yes, you know what, maybe they're bringing 100 families down. We're not talking about thousands, but more than likely we are talking about families in the mix here. So what that's going to do is continue to draw attention to these single-family homes in good school districts with modern features that they're going to want to see, features that they're even going to look to utilize where they can entertain clients. I think that's going to be a huge factor of importance continuing moving forward.
Okay, so you definitely see, let's call it North Palm, Palm Beach Gardens, Jupiter, getting some great feedback in terms of home values going up.
100%, and we've continued to see this in a lot of times, even in some of the older single-family homes. We're seeing that the underlying land is appreciating at a higher rate than the actual structure sitting on the land. And we're right at the tipping point where it's becoming a better utilization to knock down the existing structure, start from scratch, build what you want, and get exactly what you're needing for that type of lifestyle within a budget that still truly fits. So yes, the people who are being moved down here, whether it's from Goldman Sachs, Wells Fargo Wealth Management, BlackRock, they're earning the salaries to be able to afford this. And that's going to continue sustaining price levels. We might not see massive increases, but the opportunity or potential to see decreases is still somewhat slim. Our insulation level is high.
Okay, and you brought up something that I get commented on quite often, right? You have a house that's perfectly fine, it's maybe 10 years old, on the mid to smaller size, and people are knocking them down. So the question always asked me is, why are people knocking down perfectly good homes? What is the reason for that?
Again, a lot of that comes down to if they are unable to find exactly what they're looking for. And there might be perfectly good homes out there, but when you factor in the price points of what you can purchase them for, and still, while construction costs may be on the higher side, you still may be able to finish that project for less than buying a new home, perhaps in one of the planned unit developments that could be a little bit further west of town and making the commute down to downtown West Palm Beach a little bit more difficult from there versus a North Palm Beach.
So